Vandeham Shri Gurun Shri Yatha Parakamlam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raganatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sabadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Rana Krishna Paran Sahagana Lalita Shivishikam Vitamscha Om Jnana Timaranda Shagyana Jana Shilakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Gurva Bhistam Supurakam Guraganara Sisha Sambhushitam Chintya Chintya Samasta Venanipunam Shri Rupa Patanagam Govinda Abhidam Ujwalam Varatanum Bhaktyan Vidam Sundaram Bande Vishwagurun Shah Divyat Bhagavad Prem Navi Bijapradam Devam Divyatanum Suchandabaranam Balarka Shelan Sandrananda Puram Sadeka Baranam Vairagya Vidyambunim Sri Siddhanta Nidhim Subhakti Lasitam Saraswatanam Baram Bandetam Shubharam Mareka Sharanam Nyashishwara Shridharam Vanshakopatarubyas Chakripa Sindhubhyevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Namo Mahabaranyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gaurati Vishe Namah. So we're hearing from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita by Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, translation and commentary by Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. This is Madhya-lila, chapter 11, the Veda Kirtan pastimes. So I'm going to start with verse number 101, where the king Maharaj Prataparudra is talking with Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya.
Maharaj ki
Rajakohesh Shastra Pramane Chaitanya Hana Krishna Tabekene Pandita Sab Tahate Vitrishna. The king said, according to evidence given in the revealed scriptures, it is concluded that Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Lord Krishna himself. Why then are learned scholars sometimes indifferent to him? And Sarvabhauma answers, Bhadakohe Tara Kripa Lesha Hoy Jare Se Tahare Krishna Kori Loite Pare. The Bhattacharya replied, a person who has received but a small fraction of mercy from Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu can understand that he is Lord Krishna. No one else can. Tarakripa nahi jare pandita nahi kene dekile shunileha tare ishwarana mane. If the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is not bestowed upon a person, regardless of how learned a scholar that person may be, and regardless of his seeing or listening, he cannot accept Lord Chaitanya as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, those who have received the mercy of Mahaprabhu, they can understand. Others, regardless of how much scholarship they have, they can't come to the understanding of that Mahaprabhu is the Lord himself. Atapi te deva parambuja dvaya prasara leshanu grihita evahi janati tatvam bhagavan mahimno nachanya eko pi chiram vichinvan. Lord Brahma said, my Lord, if one is favored by even a slight trace of the mercy of your lotus feet, he can understand the greatness of your personality. But those who speculate to understand are unable to know you, even though they continue to study the Vedas for many years. Someone who tries to analytically understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead is unable to know the Lord unless they have received his mercy. Lord Brahma said, "My Lord, if one is favored by even a slight trace of the mercy of your lotus feet, he can understand the greatness of your personality. But those who speculate to understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead are unable to know you, even though they continue to study the Vedas for many years. Rajako he sabe Jagannatha na dekiya, Chaitanya Bhashagrihe Chalila Naya." The king said, instead of visiting the temple of Lord Jagannath, all the devotees are running towards the residence of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Batakohe eta swabhavika premarita Mahaprabhu milibare utkantita chita. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya replied, "This is spontaneous love. All the devotees are very anxious to meet Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Agetare milisabe tare sange loya tara sange Jagannatha deki bena giya." First, the devotees will meet Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and then take him with them to the temple to see Lord Jagannath. Rajako he Bhavanander Putra Vanina Prasada Loya Sange Chale Panchashad. The king said, the son of Bhavananda Roy, named Vaninath, along with 5 or 7 other men, went there to obtain the remnants of Lord Jagannath's food. Mahaprabhu alaye korila gaman eta mahaprasada chahe kaha kikaran. Indeed, Vaninath has already gone to the residence of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and has taken a huge quantity of Mahaprasadam. Please let me know the reason for this. Bhadakohe Bhaktagana Aila Janiya Prabhura Ingite Prasada Jaya Taralaya. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya said, understanding that all the devotees have come, Lord Chaitanya gave the sign, and therefore Vaninath and the others have brought such great quantities of Mahaprasadam. Rajakohe Upavas Kora Tirtara Bidan Tahana Koriya Kene Kaiba Anapan. The king then asked the Bhattacharya, why have the devotees not observed the regulations for visiting the pilgrimage place, such as fasting, shaving, and so on? Why have they first eaten prasadam? Bhadakohe tumije kaha se bidi dharma e raga marge ache shukma dharma marma. The Bhattacharya told the king, what you have said is right according to the regulative principles governing the visiting of holy places, but there is another path, which is the path of spontaneous love. According to those principles, there are subtle intricacies involved in the execution of religious principles. So Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya replies that what you're saying is all according to the principles of Vididharma, but the devotees coming to see Mahaprabhu don't do fasting or any of the other rituals that are done at holy places. The Bhattacharya says because they are following Ragmart, they are following a path of spontaneous love. And that is what Mahaprabhu is giving them. Ishvarer Paraksha, Ishvarer Parakagya, Kora Uposan, Prabhura Sakat Agya Prasara Bhojan. The scriptural injunctions for shaving and fasting are indirect orders of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. However, when there is a direct order from the Lord to take prasadam, naturally the devotees take prasadam as their first duty. Tahan upavas jahan nahi mahaprasad Prabhu Agya Prasada Tyage Hoy Aparad. When Mahaprasadam is not available, there must be fasting. But when the Supreme Personality of Godhead directly orders one to take prasadam, neglecting such an opportunity is offensive. So when the Lord is giving instruction to take Mahaprasadam, neglecting such an opportunity is offensive. Visheshe Shri Haste Prabhu Kore Pariveshan Eta Labha Chadi Kon Kore Upasan. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is distributing prasadam with his own hand, who will neglect such an opportunity and accept the regulative principle of fasting? Purve Prabhu More Prasad Anil Dila Prateshayaya Basi Amise Anakaila. Previously, the Lord gave me Mahaprasadam rice one morning, and I ate it. Previously, the Lord gave me Mahaprasadam rice one morning, and I ate it just sitting on my bed without having even washed my mouth. Jari Kripa Kore Koren Ridaye. Jari Kripa Kore Koren Ridaye Preran. Krishna Shraya Hoy Chade Beda Loka Dharma. The man to whom the Lord shows his mercy by inspiring him within the heart takes shelter only of Lord Krishna and abandons all Vedic and social customs. Jadajam Anugrihat Yarayam Anugrinati Bhagavan Atma Bhavitaha Sajahati Matim Loke Vede Cha Pratishtatam. When one is inspired by the Lord, who is sitting in everyone's heart, he does not care for social custom or Vedic regulative principles. Tabe Raja Atalika Hoite Talete Aila Kashimishra Paricha Patra Duhe Anaila. After this, King Prataparudra came down from the top of his palace to the ground and called for Kashi Mishra and the inspector of the temple. Prataparudra Agyadila Se Duijane Prabhustane Asijachan Jata Prabhurgane Sabare Swachanda Basa Swachanda Prasad Swachanda Darshana Koraya Nahe Jainavada. Maharaj Prataparudra then told both Kashi Mishra and the temple inspector, provide all this devotees and associates of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with comfortable residences, convenient eating facilities for prasadam, and convenient visiting arrangements at the temple so that there will not be any difficulty. Prabhur Agya Poliyaduhe Savadana Agyanahi Tabu Kariya Ingita Bujya. The orders of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu must be carefully carried out. Although the Lord may not give direct orders, you are still to carry out his desires simply by understanding his indication. Eta bole vidai dila se duijane Sarvabhauma Dekite Aila Vaishnava Milane. Saying this, the king gave them permission to leave. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya also went to see the assembly of all the Vaishnavas. Well, the king is arranging for the devotees' residence and gives indications to Kashi Mishra and the superintendent of the temple to satisfy all Mahaprabhu's desires, whether he indicates them or not. You should understand from what what he desires and serve him, satisfying his necessities and his desires. From Gopinath Acharya, Bhattacharya, Sarvabhauma, Dure Rahi Deke Prabhur Vaishnava Milana. From a distant place, Gopinath Acharya and Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya watched the meeting of all the Vaishnavas with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Simadwara Dahine Chadi Sab Vaishnavagan Kashi Mishra Grihapate Korila Gaman. Beginning from the right side of the lion gate, or the main gate of the temple, all the Vaishnavas began to proceed toward the house of Kashi Mishra. That's where Mahaprabhu is staying. From the Simadwar, or the lion gate, the principal gate, they're going to the house of Kashi Mishra. Hinakale Mahaprabhu Nija Gan Sange Vaishnave Milila Se Pate Bahurange. In the meantime, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, accompanied by his personal associates, met all the Vaishnavas on the road with great jubilation. Advaita Korila Prabhu Charana Bandhan Acharya Koila Prabhu Prema Alingan. First, Advaita Acharya offered prayers to the lotus feet of the Lord, and the Lord immediately embraced him in ecstatic love. Premanande Hoila Duhe Parama Ashtir Samaya Dikiya Prabhu Hoila Kichudira. Indeed, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Advaita Acharya displayed agitation due to ecstatic love. Seeing the time and circumstance, however, Lord Chaitanya remained patient. Srivasadi Korila Prabhu Charana Bandhan Pratyeke Koraila Prabhu Prema Alingan. After this, all the devotees, headed by Haridas Thakur, offered prayers to the lotus feet of the Lord, and the Lord embraced each and every one of them in great love and ecstasy. So this is Mahaprabhu receiving the devotees who have all come from Bengal before the Rathayatra, and they will stay for some time. It's Mahaprabhu's order that they come every year, so now they've come, and Mahaprabhu is receiving them. Eke eke sarva bhakte koila simasan sabaloya abhyantare korila gaman. The Lord addressed all the devotees one after another and took all of them with him into the house. Mishrera Abbas se hoy alpastan asankhya vaishnava tahan hoila pariman. Since the residence of Kashi Mishra was not very large, all the assembled devotees were very much overcrowded. Apana nikate Prabhu Sabha Basaila Apane Sri Haste Savare Maya Gandadila. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu made all the devotees sit at his side, and with his own hand he offered them garlands and sandalwood pulp. Bhattacharya Acharya Tabe Mahaprabhu Stane Jata Joga Milila Sabakara Sane. After this, Gopinath Acharya and Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya met all the Vaishnavas at the place of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in a befitting manner. Advaitere Kohen Prabhu Madhura Bachan Ajiyame Purna Hoilana Tomaragamane. Advaitere Kohen Prabhu Madhura Bachane Ajiyame Purna Hoilana Tomara Agamane. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu addressed Advaita Acharya, saying sweetly, My dear Lord, today I have become perfect because of your arrival. Advaita Kohe Ishvara Swabhava Hoy Jajapiyapane Purna Sarvaishvarya moy, tatapi bhakta sanghe hois, sukolas, bhakta sanghe kore nitya, vibhida bilas. Advaita Acharya replied, this is a natural characteristic of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Although he is personally complete and full in all opulences, he takes transcendental pleasure in the association of his devotees with whom he has a variety of eternal pastimes. Vasudeva Deki Prabhu Anandita Hoya Tare Kichu Kohe Tara Ange Hastadiya. As soon as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saw Vasudeva Datta, the older brother of Mukunda Datta, he immediately became very happy and placing his hand on his body began to speak. Vasudeva Deki Prabhu Anandita Hoya Tarikachu Kohe Tara Ange Hastadiya Jajapi Mukunda Amasange Sishu Hoite Taha Hoite Adika Sukha Tomare Dekite. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, although Mukunda is my friend from childhood, I nonetheless take greater pleasure in seeing you than in seeing him. Basuko he Mukunda Ado Paila Tomar Sangha Tomara Charana Paila Se Punar Janma. Vasudeva replied, Mukunda got your association in the beginning. As such, he has taken shelter at your lotus feet. That is his transcendental rebirth. Chota Hoya Mukunda Eve Hoila Amara Jeshta Tomara Kripa Patratate Sarva Guneshreshta. Then Vasudeva Datta admitted his inferiority to Mukunda, his younger brother. Although Mukunda is my junior, he said, he first received your favor. Consequently, he became senior to me. Besides that, you very much favored Mukunda, thus he is superior in all good qualities. Puna Prabhu Koheyami Tomara Nimite Dui Pushtaka Anijachi Dakina Hoite. The Lord said, for your sake only, I have brought 2 books from South India. Swarupera Thai Ache Loha Talikia Vasudeva Nandita Pushtaka Poya. The books are being kept with Swarup Damodar, and you can get them copied. Hearing this, Vasudeva became very glad. Pratyeka Vaishnava Sabe Likia Loila Kamekro Pratyeka Vaishnava Sabe Likia Loila Krame Dui Granta Sarvatra Vyapila. Indeed, each and every Vaishnava copied the 2 books. By and by, the 2 books, the Brahma Samhita and Sri Krishna Karnamrita, were broadcast all over India. Shriva Sadyet Kohe Prabhu Kore Mahaprita Tomara Chari Baira Ame Hoinu Bikrita. The Lord addressed Srivas and his brothers with great love and affection, saying, I am so obliged that I am purchased by you 4 brothers. Srivas Kohan Kene Kaha Viparita Kripa Moye Charivai Hoy Tomara Krita. Srivas then replied to the Lord, why are you speaking in a contradictory way? Rather, we 4 brothers have been purchased by your mercy. Shangare Rekiya Prabhu Kohe Damodare Sagorava Priti Amar Tomara Upare. After seeing Shankar, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told Damodar, my affection for you is on the platform of awe and reverence. Here the Lord is addressing Damodar Pandit, who is different from Swarup Damodar. Damodar Pandit is the elder brother of Shankar. Thus the Lord informed Damodar that his affection toward him was on the platform of awe and reverence. However, the Lord's affection towards his younger brother, Shankar, was on the platform of pure love. Shankare Dekiya Prabhu Kohe Damodare Sagorava Priti Amar Tomara Upare. Mahaprabhu told Damodar Pandit, my affection for you is on the platform of awe and reverence. Let's see. Here the Lord is addressing Damodar Pandit. Okay, then Shuddha Kevala Prema Shankarupare Ateva Tomara Sange Rakaha Shankare. Therefore, keep your younger brother Shankar with you because he is connected to me by pure unalloyed love. Damodar Kohe Shankar Chota Amahoite Ebe Amara Bora Bhai Tomara Kripate. Damodar Pandit replied, Shankar is my younger brother, but from today he becomes my elder brother because of your special mercy upon him. Shivanande Kohe Prabhu Tomaramate Gara Anuraga Hoy Jani Age Hoite. Then turning toward Shivananda Sen, the Lord said, I know that from the very beginning your affection for me has been very great. Shuni Shivananda Sen Primavishta Hoya Dandavadaya Pare Shloka Padiya. Immediately upon hearing this, Shivananda Sen became absorbed in ecstatic love and fell down on the ground, offering obeisances to the Lord. He then began to recite the following verse. Nima jato nanda bhavarnavantas chiraya me kulam ivasi labda tvayapi labdam Bhagavan idanim anutamam patram idam dayayaha. O my Lord, O unlimited one, although I was merged in the ocean of nescience, I have now, after a long time, attained you just as one may attain the seashore. My dear Lord, by getting me, you have obtained the right person upon whom to bestow your causeless mercy. This is from the Stota Ratna composed by Alabandaru Shamunacharya. One's relationship with the Lord may be reestablished even after one has fallen into the ocean of nescience, which is the ocean of material existence involving the repetition of birth, death, old age, and disease, all arising out of the acceptance of the material body. Yeah. So, Shivananda Sen says, O my Lord, O unlimited one, although I was merged in the ocean of nescience, I have now, after a long time, attained you, just as one may attain the seashore. My dear Lord, by getting me, you have obtained the right person upon whom to bestow your causeless mercy. So I was in the ocean for so long of nescience, but now I've gotten to the shore. Pratame Murari Gupta Prabhure Madhya-lila Pratame Murari Gupta Prabhure Namilia Bahirete Pariyache Dandavat Hoya. Murari Gupta at first did not meet the Lord, but rather remained outside the door, falling down like a stick to offer obeisances. Murarina Dekiya Prabhu Kore Anbesan. Murarina Dekiya Prabhu Kore Anveshan. Murare Loite Dana Aila Bahujan. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu could not see Murari among the devotees, he inquired about him. Thereupon, many people immediately went to Murari, running to take him to the Lord. Trina Dui Gucha Murari Darshane Dariya Mahaprabhu Agegela Danyadina Hoya. Then Murari Gupta, catching 2 bunches of straw in his teeth, went before Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with humility and meekness. Murari Dekiya Prabhu Aila Milite Pache Bage Murari Lagila Kohite upon seeing Murari come to meet him. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went up to him, but Murari began to run away and speak as follows. Morinach Chuniya Prabhu Muita Pamar Tomara Sparsha Jogyanahi Papa Kolebar. My Lord, please do not touch me. I am most abominable and am not fit for you to touch because my body is sinful. Prabhu Kohe Murari Koradonya Samvaran Tomaradonya Deki Mora Vidirna Hoiman. The Lord said, my dear Murari, please restrain your unnecessary humility. My mind is disturbed to see your meekness. Itaboli Prabhu Tare Koila Alingan Nikate Vasaya Kore Anga Sambarja. Itabole Prabhu Tare Koila Alingan Nikate Vasaya Kore Anga Samarjan. Saying this, the Lord embraced Murari and had him sit down by his side. The Lord then began to cleanse his body with his own hands. Acharya Ratna Vidyanidhi Pandita Gadadhar Gangadas Haribhatta Acharya Purandar Pratyeke Sabar Prabhu Kore Gunagan Puna Puna Alingiya Korila Saman. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then again and again embraced all the devotees, including Acharya Ratna, Vidyanidhi, Pandit Gadadhar Pandit, Gangadas, Haribhatta, and Acharya Purandar. The Lord described their good qualities and glorified them again and again. So Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then again and again embraced all the devotees, including Acharya Ratna, Vidyanidhi, and Gadadhar Pandit, Gangadas, Haribhatta, and Acharya Purandar. The Lord described their good qualities and glorified them again and again. Sabare Samane Prabhur Hoila Ulas Haridase Nadekiya Kohe Kahan Haridas. After thus offering respect to each and every devotee, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu became very jubilant. However, not seeing Haridas Thakur, he inquired, where is Haridas? Durahoite Haridas Gosaye Dekiya Rajapata Prantepadi Ache Dandavadhaya. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then saw in the distance that Haridas Thakur was lying down flat on the road offering obeisances. Milana Staniase Prabhure Eta Milila Rajapata Prante Dure Padiya Rohila. Haridas Thakur did not come to the Lord's meeting place, but remained fallen flat on the common road at a distance. Bhaktasab Dana Aila Haridas Se Nite Prabhu Tomaya Milite Chahe Chalaha Twarite. All the devotees then went to Haridas Thakur saying, "The Lord wants to meet you. Please come immediately." Haridas kohe mui nicha jati char mandira nikate jaite moranahi adhikar. Haridas Thakur replied, "I cannot go near the temple because I am a low caste abominable person. I have no authority to go there." Although Haridas Thakur was such a highly exalted Vaishnava that he was addressed as Haridas Gosai or Haridas Goswami, he did not like to disturb the common sense of the general populace. Haridas Thakur was so exalted that he was addressed as Thakur and Gosai, and these titles are offered to the most advanced Vaishnavas. The spiritual master is generally called Gosai, and Thakur is used to address the Paramahamsas, those in the topmost rank of spirituality. Nonetheless, Haridas Thakur did not want to go near the temple, although he was called there by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The Jagannath temple still accepts only those Hindus who are in the Varnashram order. Other castes, especially those who are not Hindu, are not allowed to enter the temple. This is a long-standing regulation, and thus Haridas Thakur, although certainly competent and qualified to enter the temple, did not want even to go near it. This is called Vaishnava humility. So Haridas, of course, is born in a Muslim family, so he would not go near to the temple of Lord Jagannath and consider himself most unqualified. Niburite tota madhye stan jaribaya tahan pare raha ekale kala gonaya. Haridas Thakur then expressed his desire, "If I could just get a solitary place near the temple, I could stay there alone and pass my time. Jagannath Sevakera more sparsha nahi hoy tahan pare rahan more evansha hoy." I do not wish the servants of Lord Jagannath to touch me. I would remain there in the garden alone. That is my desire. Ekata lokagiya prabhure kohila Shunya Prabhura Mane Bora Shuka Hoila. When the message was relayed to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu by the people, the Lord became very happy to hear it. Hinakale Kashimisha Paricha Duijan Asiya Korila Prabhur Charana Bandhan. At this time, Kashi Mishra, along with the superintendent of the temple, came and offered his respects unto the lotus feet of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sarva Vaishnava Deki Shuka Bora Paila Jata Jogya Sabsane Anande Milila. Upon seeing all the Vaishnavas together, Kashi Mishra and the superintendent became very happy. With great happiness, they met with the devotees in a befitting manner. Prabhupada Dui Jane Koila Nivedane Agyadeho Vaishnavera Kore Samadane, being both submitted to Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Please give us orders so that we may make proper arrangements to accommodate all the Vaishnavas. Sabar Korichachi Basa Grihastan Mahaprasada Sabakare Kore Samadan. Accommodations have been arranged for all the Vaishnavas. Now let us distribute Mahaprasadam to all of them. Prabhu Kohe Gopinatha Jaha Vaishnava Loya Jahan Jahan Kaheva Stahan Deho Loya. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu immediately told Gopinath Acharya, please go with the Vaishnavas and accommodate them. Whatever residence Kasi Mishra and the temple superintendent offered. Mahaprasadana Deho Baninatha Stani Sarva Vaishnavera Iho Koribe Samadani. Then the Lord told Kashi Mishra and the temple superintendent, as for the remnants of food left by Lord Jagannath Prasad, let them be delivered to Vaninath Rai's charge, for he can take care of all the Vaishnavas and distribute Mahaprasadam to them. Amara Nikatiye Pushparadhyane Ek Kani Gara Ache Parama Nirjane. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then said, nearby my place, in this garden of flowers, is a single room that is very solitary. Segarama Kedeho Ache Prayojan Nibritte Basya Tahan Koriva Smaran. Please give that room to me, for I have need for it. Indeed, I shall remember the lotus feet of the Lord sitting in that solitary room. Mishra Kohe Sab Tomar Jaha Ki Karane Apana Ichayal Laha Jay Tomaramane. Kashi Mishra then told Mahaprabhu, everything belongs to you. You don't have to even ask for it. By your own will, you can take whatever you like. Amidui Hoy Tomar Dasha Agya Kori Jay Chaha Se Agya Deho Kripa Kori. My Lord, we are your two servants, and we are here just to carry out your orders. By your mercy, please tell us to do whatever you want. Ete kohe duijane vidai loila Gopinath Vaishnava duhe sange nila. Saying this, Kashi Mishra and the temple's inspector took their leave, and Gopinath and Vaninath went with them. So, tomorrow I'll continue.
Maharaj, I have a quick question. Do you know possibly like the origin, significance, or meaning of the straw between the teeth? Because I've heard it mentioned.
Oh, that's a sign of taking two straws in the teeth. Is a sign of humility that I'm humbly offering myself to you for your service. Like lower than, and Mahaprabhu also says, lower than a straw in the street. So, okay, now. Trinada Pitsunichena Tadoriva Sahishnuna Amanina Manadena Kirtaniya Sadahari. One should be more humble than the grass or straw in the street, more tolerant than a tree, and capable of offering respect to others without asking for respect in return. So this was the custom, to take and put straw in between one's teeth and offer dandavats. Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Jaravaya Nama Jaravaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Nama Gopal Govinda Ram Shri Giridhari Gopinath Maranamahan Sri Chaitanya Nityananda Sri Advaita Chandra Ganadhara Shiva Sari Gora Bhakta Vrinda Jai Rupa Sanatan Bhatta Raghunath Shri Jiva Gopala Bhatta Dasa Raghunath Echai Gosai Kori Charana Bandhan Jao Ete Vignana Shamista Puran Echai Gosai Jar Mui Taradas Pasabar Padarenu Mora Panchagras Pader Charana Sevi Bhakta Sanibas Janame More Abhilas Echai Gosai Jabe Braje Koilabas Radha Krishna Nitya Lila Korila Prakash Anande Bolo Hari Bhaja Vrindavan Shri Guru Vaishnava Pade Manjai Aman Shri Guru Vaishnava Pad Padma Koriyan Harinam Sankirtana Kohe Narakamuda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Rama, Rama Rama, Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Nitai Gora Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo. Nitai Gora Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo. Jai Sapadikara Shri Shri Guru Guranga Gandharvika Giridhariju Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Tilak Niraya Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Nirmala Acharya Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Parvajaka Ashtatara Sadashri Srimad Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Parvajaka Ashtatara Sadashri Srimad Srila Bhakti Rakak Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Bhagavan Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Sat Chidananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Vaishnava Sarvabhauma Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai. Rupanuga Guru Varga Ki Jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Shri Rupa Sanatana Bhatta Raghunath Shri Jiva Gopal Bhatta Dasha Raghunath Shadgo Swami Prabhu Ki Jai. Primasigo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasri Shri Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Vishvavaranya Srila Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada Ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai. Shri Navadip Dham Ki Jai. Shri Ram Mayapur Ki Jai. Saparshada Shri Nityananda Prabhu Ki Jai. Saparshada Shriman Mahaprabhu Ki Jai. Shri Kuladvip Ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat Ki Jai. Sokel Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Sevashram Ki Jai. Ganga Devi Ki Jai. Tulasi Maharani Ki Jai. Bhakti Devi Ki Jai. Shri Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopi Govardhan Sham Kuna Radha Kunda Kalandi Yamuna Jo Ki Jai. Samaveda Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Shripad Bhakti Kushamashram Maharaj Ki Jai. Srila Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Ki Jai. Srila Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Ki Jai. All the assembled devotees Ki Jai. Gaur Premanande.
Maharaj Ki Jai.